Morning, everyone. Ooh, good start. How is everyone today? How are we all doing? Today, I thought I'd talk pretty briefly again. Seems like they're always short videos at the moment, but I thought I'd talk briefly about challenging yourself to do this every day. And that challenge is going to be being more present. I know I speak about being more present and being present a lot, but I think it's so important, and I feel like a lot of you would benefit from, if you're not already doing this, from trying to think about doing this throughout the day. And it's bringing your awareness, like being present, bringing your awareness back to the breath and back to the task at hand. Oh, my voice is a bit creaky. When you sort of find yourself drifting into your thoughts and kind of ruminating, spiraling, catastrophizing, and again, it's not to sort of what's the word? It's not to what's the word? Sort of like push away and distract yourself from your thoughts, because there is obviously sort of like space for, and like it's definitely worthy and a good idea to acknowledge what you're thinking about and understanding where it's come from, understanding just like how you want to organize it and how you want to kind of deal with it. But at the same time, if you're doing these like ruminations if you're ruminating and you're not really getting anywhere with organizing it and dealing with it for yourself, like whatever the conflict is, and it's just the same sort of thing going over again, but there's no sort of resolution, or maybe there is a resolution and you're still kind of going through it. I say this because I've done this, I do this, I think we all do this. We just kind of ruminate, and we also just, like, also with anxiety, isn't it, it's you're stuck up here, when if you can push yourself to be more present, then that anxiety, I'm not saying it goes, but it definitely eases. And yeah, so how do you do this? How do you be more present? Well, I think mindfulness is a really useful tool, obviously, for this, because this doesn't have to be listening to a mindfulness like a meditation, but that's, I think, probably the easiest way of doing like a guided meditation initially, getting into that practice of bringing your awareness to the breath and the body, and allowing your thoughts to pass without any judgment, and then you can implement that into your day. So when you find yourself, and I think it's just that habitual thing, building healthy habits, like the other sort of self-care things that I speak about on this channel. I think it's sort of, yeah, building that habit into your day. So when you find yourself ruminating, so when I say ruminating, sort of like I wrote my dissertation on rumination. I don't know why I can't explain it right now, but let's say for the purpose of this, to simplify it, like mind wandering, and even like daydreaming, I guess. But let's say mind wandering. That could be mind wandering over like the past or the future or whatever, I guess it could be over now, but then if you're mind wandering over now, then that seems like it's not possible. Because then how are you doing that? Just confused myself. Anyway, saying a lot, so yeah, I think the best way is to maybe begin with doing some guided meditations, focusing on being present, being sort of in tune with your body and your breath, and connecting your body, your breath, and your mind, obviously. Yeah, I think that works on that. Yeah, it's like a little triangle. Maybe I'm making that up, but you get the idea. Bring your awareness to the breath being like the most important thing, and then throughout the day, let's say you're at work and you're getting stressed about if I use an example from the Murder Mindfully book that I have mentioned here before, but adapt it to this. So let's say you're at work and you've got lots of stuff to do, but you're thinking about the argument that you had with your wife. Again, this is like, use an example. The argument you had with your wife yesterday, and then you're not actually it's not getting you anywhere by reflecting and sort of reminiscing, I guess. Not reminiscing, but dwelling on the argument that you had, but you're not actually sort of resolving anything by doing that. And this is where you're then not able to be productive at work and be present with work. Whereas if you can bring your awareness back to the present, back to the task at hand through breathing, through mindfulness, and you take that into other areas of life, say spending time with your family, spending time with your friends. If you're, again, like, let's say you're with your friends and you're spending the whole time up here thinking about that annoying thing that happened at work a few hours before work ended and you saw your friends, then you're not actually getting any fulfillment from seeing your friends. Like, you're not enjoying that because you're back to where you were, and that links to anxiety again, isn't it? So anxiety over the past or anxiety over the future. So that could be chatting to your friends, but all you're actually thinking about is, what's an example? I need to get back home to write an essay for this, but it's not to say that you shouldn't plan and organise so that you can go home and write that essay and give time to reflect on what happened at work. But I think it's being sort of more efficient with that. I'm not saying that you're not efficient. This kind of speaks to myself as well. Being more efficient with reflecting, closing that book, letting it go, and sort of like checking into that reflective period where you're going to give time to reflect on that, and then checking out and letting it go and letting it pass, so then you can be back into the present with whatever you're doing. And it's a very convoluted way of explaining being present, and not the best explanation even I think I could do, but it gives you an idea of how that can help, I guess. And yeah, so there's my challenge for everyone today. Seems like quite a funny idea, but I might do that, like my challenge to you. Something a bit different. See how you will get on and whether you find it's beneficial. I find sort of like catching myself when I am ruminating and my mind is wandering, and then getting back into the present, and maybe even using those mantras of things like I am calm, I am safe, I am loved, these sort of things. They can bring you back to the present as well. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you all have a lovely day. I've got football later, so I'm really looking forward to that, and yeah, speak to you tomorrow. Bye.